Hello. How's it going? Okay, how do I get it to the... there we go. I'm sorry to hear that. Hmm. Look at that loading screen.
Aora, a world where mortals live, die, and are reborn through the turning of the wheel. The cycle of reincarnation watched over by the gods, and made possible through pillars of a mystical substance known as Audra. 5 years ago, you traveled from your home to the Deerwood, a nation that had waged war against the incarnated god of light, Aethys, resulting in his destruction. The country suffered from a plague of Hollowborn, infants born without souls, that many believed was punishment for killing a god. In an ancient, secluded ruin, you witnessed a secret ritual that inadvertently transformed you into a watcher. One who can see and speak with souls. The ritual also gave you horrible visions, waking nightmares of a past life that threatened your sanity. To put them to rest, you pursued the man who had led the ritual, a seemingly immortal agent of the gods, known as Theos Ix Arcanon. With divine assistance, you confronted and defeated Theos, ending your visions and resolving the Hollowborn crisis. In so doing, you also learned the great secret that Theos had protected. That the ancient empire of Anguith had transformed themselves into gods. Your visions finally put to rest, you retired to the castle of Cadnua, built atop a massive statue of pure Audra, where you ruled in relative peace and prosperity.
Made a nice story. You fixing up that old keep? Lifting the curse? Must have told it 100 times. But something got to gnawing at me. Thinking the spirits there weren't really at rest. That maybe the gods weren't finished with us. My God came back. He would forgive us. Last the trouble with dreams. Sooner or later, we all have to wake up.
And so you wake to a sleepless world. The in-between of life and death.
This is the third narrator.
Follow your memories. You have been here before.
Oh, it didn't go that way though. Ugh.
You have seen past the shroud. You are a watcher now, and a watcher you will stay.
A watcher sees souls, knows their pasts, and the souls see them back.
A dubious honor, inheriting a fortress both broken and cursed.
What is a god? A higher power? A rewarder of good deeds and punisher of the wicked?
The gods aren't real, but something else entirely. Something created by people.
And did you ever consider that these were things you were never meant to understand? That their comprehension is beyond you?
Let the world see. Let them decide what to do.
The wheel has turned again, Watcher. Come.
I like the eye in the background. It looks kind of bored. Oh fuck! Gotta fight these guys again.
An aged dwarf shares this strange floating platform with you. His face is creased by so many wrinkles that his features lie buried amid shadowy pockets of skin. Still, the dwarf's well-practiced habits have left telltale tracks of a welcoming rictus across his visage. You can see his smile coming before it blooms, reshaping the dwarf's face from a hanging sack of flesh into something resembling an oddly carved, merry gourd, replete with unhealthy bumps and discolored splotches. The creases of the dwarf's face tighten into a smile as he gives you a courteous nod. The creases of the dwarf's
Oh, okay,
face tighten into a
I gotta
smile
just
as he gives you
go.
a courteous nod.
Sit. Please. Thank you for joining us, Watcher of Cadnua.
The gaunt woman seated at the table is clad in time-worn black armor that seems too massive for her to move in. A pale, slender neck rises from the gorget, topped by a hollow face. The milky skin stretched across it is delicate and translucent, like parchment that has been scraped clean too many times. She is preoccupied with the arrangement of cards on the table between you. With each movement, her armor squeaks and groans as though bearing an incredible weight. She places a final card, gives a nod of satisfaction, and raises her eyes to meet yours.
Your brush with the divine has drained you of your powers, fractured your memories. Look upon these cards. They represent the courses of your life. You alone know best how they flowed. Arrange them to fit what you remember.
So this is the, hey, what happened in the first game, idiot? Like, this last one is just, what if you made all the wrong choices? I think I'll do the good one for now, because...
Does everything appear to be in order?
Sure.
Good. Welcome to the Beyond. I am Bera. One half, anyway.
She points a finger in the direction of the dwarf who led you here. Though the movement is slight, her gauntlet squeaks like a rusty hinge.
God of Death, okay.
The dwarf's rictus returns as he nods in the woman's direction.
Tell me, do you remember when we last met?
No.
She places a card on the table, showing a tall tower. The gods' constellations are arrayed around it in the sky. You remember now. The Hall of Stars in Twin Elms, where you spoke with the gods.
You came to that tower seeking our aid. You chose to pledge your services to other gods. Still, a pledge unmade stands fairer in this court than a pledge broken.
She places a card in the middle of the arrangement. A bell tower with no bell. Her fingertips slowly drag away from the card, faintly creaking as they retreat across the table.
You had need of the gods once before. Now it seems we have need of you. The being that occupied Oooooooo's statue beneath your castle was the dead god, Aothis. Of this we are certain. What we do not know is what his intentions are. Though Aothis stole a large fragment of your soul, you were strong enough to survive the onslaught and enter the in-between. You and he are still connected. He has chosen a body made of living Audra, perfused with the power of thousands of souls, including yours. It should be little difficulty for an experienced watcher to find him.
Why don't you do it yourself?
Taking a physical form in Eora is fraught with peril. Most mortal minds and bodies are incapable of containing divine power. It can lead to problems, as Aothis learned not long ago.
Her armored hand gingerly places a card sideways on the table. It features a man with a burst of light instead of a head.
Well, I'd like to find him as much as you would. He destroyed my castle and killed who knows how many people around it.
I know. It is my business to know. 322 in Cadnua and your surrounding lands. Their souls remain in Aothis still. You have the power to save them. Serve me and I will return you to your body. Or don't, and return to the wheel.
I'll just guess I'll die. Then let's get on with it.
Good. Before you return to Eora as my herald, you must remember who you were, the last whisper of life in death.
For a moment, the sockets of her eyes darken, leaving the pits of a death's head gazing out at you.
When you can picture your own face, the Beyond will lead you back to your own kind, to the world of mortals.
Create your character, dummy. Well, I don't. I'm just gonna start from scratch. No need to import character. I'll do it myself. Okay, so you got your basic bitch shit. You got your humans, your elves, and your dwarves, and then you get your. Although the elves do look a little different from. And then you get your weird shit. Like fish folk. Weird elemental folk. And hobbits. So what are we feeling like here? Probably not this one. Well, to be clear, we get to create the character after this. This is just the basic stuff. Like, were I to pick this, I then get to, like, choose the type of thing. Moon one, fire. Yo, what? They all have different subtypes. Proper blue, like a fucking avatar fish person. Okay, so you got normal elf and pale elves, but like, why would you? That seems like the boring way to do it. Humans would just have Oh, okay, no, they do have different kinds, but they're all the fucking same, I bet. Yeah. So what are we feeling here? This is a face and a half right here. So these are strong bows. You want to do elf? Well, I like the godlike too, because you get to fuck like. Because look at these rad fucking faces. Okay. I'm just reading the descriptions, dear. And like what powers you get for each of them. Hi. So I think I found my character type there. Oh, we got subclasses. Oh, I get to pick which of these are my initial. Okay, so I gotta pick which spell I get to start with, basically. Do I? I'm actually gonna go with the Beguiler one because it lets you do like the mindfuck spells better, which is cool. Whisper of Treason. Cypher bends the mind of an enemy to their will, charming them. But yeah, we get that later. That's down the line a bit. Points. Okay, weapon types. Some of these are just guns. Yes, we were. Not that we got too far in that game. Do you want to just do guns? Let me look up. Because the big thing with this is that you're kind of at the mercy of what weapons you could actually find. Mm, mm, mm. So, from what I've heard, either swords or maybe we could do arquebus, get like a big gun. Yeah, I want to do sniping. Let's get the arquebus. Oh, we get two. So, okay, arquebus and swords. Oh, Milo, is the mowing lawnmower scaring you? Give me them longhorns. Hell yes.
Nothing will slip past me.
Let's go. Stand together. Let us end this.
Onward! You'd better run.
Yeah! Ah! Not a sound. Finish them!
Silence surrounds me.
It's hunched over. Okay, maybe actually play the game now.
Go forth now, Watcher, as my herald. Know that I do not give you this title lightly. When the time comes, you will have the power to reveal the souls that cling to you, to open the gateway from the in-between to the waking world.
Boo! You are a little bit behind me, so you gotta...
Find Aethys. Learn his plans. When I have cause to talk to you, I will summon you.
With a quick gesture of her hand, you feel a sharp pain in what would be your chest. The pain continues, intruding deeper into your soul. Looking down, you see a small lump of darkness roiling within you. The darkness lingers there, but the pain abates and fades entirely within the span of a few seconds.
A chime. Do not fear, Herald. It will not harm you unless you choose to cross me. I trust it will not come to that.
Her gauntleted hand gestures to the dwarf, hovering nearby. The dwarf nods, contorts his face with his odd smile, and gestures to a new door.
Hmm. There we go.
The return to your body feels like waking after a fitful drunken sleep. The rocking of the ship sends pain jolting through your limbs. Crashing waves hammer inside your skull. Adair watches over your body with a glazed look, taking long, even tokes from his pipe. At the first movement of your chest, he starts. His gasp, mid-puff, sends him coughing and straining for breath.
No, there's no way. You're awake. What are you doing awake? How are you feeling?
Alive.
Alive's a big improvement.
I hate to cast a pall over your recovery, but I'm afraid I have some bad news for you.
The voice echoes from inside the bust. The remains of the steward of Cad Nua.
Cad Nua has been destroyed. Aethys possessed the statue of Maros Nua and rose from the ground, consuming the souls of all nearby. It is only by the exceptional strength of your soul that you survived. And even then, just barely. The further Aethys withdrew, the weaker you became. We chartered this ship and followed him to the Deadfire Archipelago. I know not how, but it seems he has retained a piece of your soul, and proximity to it has brought you back.
I know.
How could you know all that? You've been faking on us.
He pokes at your shoulder with one finger.
Misfortune's brewing topside. Magrans fires the captain stirs.
An older man with ale-sour breath rubs his bloodshot eyes and stares at you.
Engrim, the smell of drink on your breath could wake the very dead. Now what's this about?
Pirates. They're demanding parley with you, Captain.
I know this is asking a lot, but you better arm yourself and get on deck. Should be some gear in there.
He indicates a nearby wardrobe.
All right, now make some use of it.
The pirates of Deadfire are notorious. I suggest you deal with them quickly.
What? I don't know that really matters.
What have we here? A little sloop? Lost and alone in the storm?
Because we started breathing again.
I'll be taking your ship now, if you don't mind. And especially if you do.
Well, at least he asked.
I am a gentleman of fortune. Give her up easy, and I'll see you get a swift death. It'll be bloody and agonizing, sure. But at least it'll be quick.
Make a rude hand gesture. God, it smells like he's just seen an old friend.
Always like that one. Sometimes I like to wiggle the finger like it's tickling.
Oh, I like your spirit.
Laughs long and loud over the din of the howling rain, then he sobers instantly, his face a mask of rage.
But that won't spare you none. Listen up, mates. I'm off to spear me a bigger fish. One with sharper teeth like. I'm trusting you lot not to cock this up. Don't damage the sloop when you take it. Play with the crew if you'd like, but don't bring me any prisoners. None that are alive.
You heard, Benwith! After him!
Oh, I got an end turn, I see. The turn-based combat UI is kind of gross. I might actually change it back to normal. Can I not do that?
Storm's picking up! Take cover!
Do I care enough to start... Do I care enough to restart this over from the beginning? How irritated were you by that combat just now? Good idea. You can change it on the command line. Okay, that should do it. You defeated the pirates, but you're not out of trouble yet. The storm picks up, lashing your ship and driving you dangerously close to a rocky shore. The Defiant's crew hurries to reduce sail and batten down the hatches. They work quickly, but the ship is still listing heavily. Just then, a loose crate tumbles towards you, gathering speed on the rain-slicked deck. It misses you, but knocks Chitupek, one of your deckhands, off his feet. Defiant heaves. Chitupek pitches over the side. He grabs onto the rail, but his fingers are slipping. He cries out for help. Meanwhile, the runaway crate totters on the edge of the deck, ready to plunge overboard. You recognize the symbol on the front and realize it likely contains the salvage from Cadnua, your old fleet. You rescue the guy. Grab Chitupek's arm just as his grip fails. For a tense moment, he hangs suspended over the whirling sea. Then with a mighty tug, you pull him back on the deck. You hear a heavy splash. The crate from Cadnua is gone. Chitupek, meanwhile, nods in gratitude and hurries to his station. Meanwhile, the storm has nearly driven you ashore. A flash of lightning reveals a treacherous coastline in Eothas striding into the distance. The lookout barely has time to shout a warning before the Defiant runs aground. The impact hurls you from the deck and into a froth of waves, bodies, and splintering debris. You struggle toward the beach just ahead, even as the surf tugs you out into the open sea. You kick and paddle with all your might till at last you feel sand between your fingers. Pulling yourself ashore, you collapse.
You've been getting a lot of sleep so far on this trip. I'd have woke you, but you look so peaceful with your face in the sand.
He runs his fingers through his hair and removes a strand of seaweed he finds lodged there. He examines it closely and then tosses it into the sand.
If you're worried about the ship, you can stop worrying. It's wrecked right over there.
Points out the Defiant, despite it being difficult to miss from your vantage point.
So far, it's just you and me and the chair lady over there.
It's a relief to see you awake, my lady. I worried you were in for another long sleep.
Where are we?
Don't know, but it's real pretty.
Difficult to say for certain. The Deadfire is spotted with islands, some quite small. The good news is that if the storm hasn't spun us round entirely, I'd say we're in charted waters. I believe the Valian Trading Company operates in the region. Hence that little visit from that wretched pirate captain.
What do we do now?
It is your decision, but Aethys still holds a piece of your soul. He was moving inland last I saw of him. I rather think he will have been hard to miss.
Let's see about the other survivors. And somehow we gotta get the ship repaired. I don't want to be paddling out of here on a salvage raft.
For now, I'd say your best bet is to find some sign of civilization. If nothing else, we may be able to hire on a shipwright. My lady, if it is not too taxing, could you explain how it came to pass that you were returned to us?
Turns out the gods are too dumb to figure out what Aethys is doing, so they sent me back to figure it out.
Could be they're just not dumb enough to get in Aethys' way up here.
A perilous endeavor indeed. Castle or no castle, you are still my lady, and I will aid you to the best of my ability.
Well, I suppose we better get a move on.
Let's go.
Well, don't see why not.
Help! Somebody! Perco Blanca!
Mine is looking far worse for wear after its unexpected landfall. The hull is splintered in several places along the keel, while the tattered sails stand as evidence of your battle with pirates. The deck of the Defiant is well out of reach from here. The ship groans like a beached whale each time the waves roll in, but it doesn't seem to be listing further. You may be able to climb up. Use the rope and grappling hook. One good throw and the hook sails up and over the rail, catching firmly. A few tugs suggest the grappling hook should hold fast. Climb up. The rope makes the ascent considerably easier, and you soon find yourself climbing up over the rail.
You're looking better, Casita. That, or I'm worse off than I thought. It's my leg, Matico. It hurts even worse than it looks.
Irina's leg bears a bloody gouge along the length of her shin, and the swelling around her knee suggests a nasty break. You'll have to splint from some debris. I'll patch you up as best I can, but you'll want to stay off that leg as much as possible.
I wasn't planning on going for a run, Casita.
She watches you work with obvious relief. Once you're through, she gives the leg a tentative stretch.
It still hurts, but I can manage from here. Agrasima. Have you found any of the others yet?
Not yet.
I'll start a fire. If any of the others are out there, hopefully they'll see it and turn up.
You're just saying that because there's pirates.
As you like.
Hope the rest of those sodden bastards made it.
I shall make it.
I like that we just picked a huge gun as our main weapon. That's good. Because we've got, like, our whole trick is we're a cipher, right? So our weapons are soul weapons that leech mental energy from foes to let us cast spells when we attack. But it's just bullets, right?
There must be other survivors out there.
trouble.
Hey, fancy seeing you here. I can't see much of anything, really, apart from you. Just endless gray. What happened?
Ship ran aground in the storm. You died.
Storm? That's strange. You'd think a man would recall a storm. It's like someone cut away a part of my memory. There's just this big black hole. It's weird. I thought death would be different. Big light and so on. But I don't see anything at all. Just you.
Barath charged me with guiding souls to the afterlife, so I suppose you're my responsibility now.
Oh. Suppose that sounds nice enough. I'll follow you then, shall I?
Come along then. Spirit falls into step behind you, radiating cheer.
Still seeing ghosts, huh?
It's a boar!
Hey. May I be a candle in the night?
Yes?
Hey, wait, the fucking...
I shall make it.
Okay, I think that one worked.
Watcher, over here. It is good to see you well, Watcher. I believe the boars were hoping for easy meat. The bosun, Beedle, is in that cave over there. Ran in after a boar. Stubborn old dwarf.
So why are you out here?
I was able to calm one of the boars with a spell. For a time, at least. By the time I was through, I had lost sight of Beedle. I remained here, hoping he would return quickly. He has not.
I'll look for him.
I will make for the campfire. I must get this pistol cleaned if it's going to be of any use. Be careful in there, Captain.
As you like.
I guess we're not the first to head this way. Let's take a look.
I just realized I'd made my character a beguiler. I need to use stealth, so I better check out what the button for that is. Ooh, pox cap. That sounds like a good mushroom to have. Oh, okay. If you need to sleep, that's fine. We can save her from here.